son Quentin gave me this cigar box for Christmas this year. I didn't know what I was going to use it for. But I put my incense in here. These are just cones. They smell really pretty. I do smoke CBD once in a while. It's my little, whatever you call this thing. I get it through where I get my CBD tea, the Brothers Apothecary. I think this one's mixed with, well, these don't have THC in them. But one of them, I get a blend called Kush, and it has a slight amount, just barely. And I mean, I get a tiny little buzz off it. I mean, this is just CBD. Look at that. And it has blends of flowers and herbs. What's in this one? Let's see. I can't read it. Balm, rose, wild daga, marshmallow root, lemon balm, CBD flower. I can't read the other one. But I mean, you really don't feel, like I let a friend have some, but she smokes, THC. So I think she expected to feel something. It does kind of help with my pain when they smell so good. Just relax. What's in this one? Mullein, mugwort, salvia, and wild daga. I like it. I just wish I could smoke it without actually getting smoke in my body. But, But I love their company. They did start out as a marijuana company, and they saw the effect, the benefits of CBD. So they started just doing a CBD product. So now they have smokables, they have edibles, they have teas, they have honey, and they have bath products too. So check them out. The Brothers Apothecary. Tell them Jersey sent you. My cat is so odd. He sleeps under the covers with his head on the pillow next to me. Morning, guys. I'm back on the road, leaving Craig and heading to Rifle. It's only about an hour and a half. It's supposed to be 83 degrees there today, though, so I might just keep going to Junction. That refinery there, or whatever it is, they always give me like Mad Max vibes. They're pretty cool, especially when the sky has a bunch of like rain clouds in it. I just find it such a cool picture. This countryside, it's so pretty today. Everything's greened up. This is a pretty road coming down out of Wyoming. It's just all farmland, country. Just came through 9 Mile Gap, and here's the summit. I don't know how tall. I think 7,000 something feet up, and now we're going on a grade downhill. Well, you know those kind of areas, the gaps where you have no cell signal, you have no radio, just the quiet of your trip, and your dog is doing nothing but whining in the back seat. The town of Meeker, Colorado. It's your typical little mountain town. Oh, my ears just popped. Thank goodness. I kind of felt sick yesterday with high altitude sickness. Well, it started the night before last. I don't drink enough water. Never do. So I have to remember when you're out here or any high altitude, just make sure that you hydrate all the time and take your time going up the grades into higher altitudes where you will get sick. Oh, we're just entering Rifle, Colorado. So if you ever want to avoid going over the passes from the north face of Colorado to the western slope, you have to do the incline, the Eisenhower Tunnel, Vail Pass, Loveland, all those, the mountain, basically, the Rocky Mountains. You can go up through Wyoming into just past Rawlings on I-80 and take this road down that I did, down through Craig and into Rifle, which Rifle's right off I-70 on the western slope of the Rockies. And it has been the most prettiest, enjoyable past 2 days of travel that I've had in a long time. Excuse me. I didn't have to white knuckle it coming down the pass. I didn't have to worry that my truck was gonna blow up or whatever, just struggling to get up and over the mountains. It was just a nice ride. So if you ever don't want to do those passes, because if you've never done them before, or if you have a smaller vehicle, go this way. Rifle's another one of those small mountain towns, agricultural town, a lot of farms. But I'd like it. I've always loved Rifle. It's just this tiny little place. Well, we're in DeBeck Canyon. It's kind of a cool place. That's the Colorado River. It's a lovely brown color, isn't it? I was so shocked. The first time I came out here, my daughter Dale, who lives out here, she took her little sister Daisy back with her for a couple weeks in the summer, and I took a bus out to come get her. And I looked out the window, I was like, what the heck is that? And it was the Colorado River. I expected like this beautiful blue water, and no, it was this murky, ugly brown, and I was a little shocked, but I've learned what it's from. It's from these lovely rocky mountains here. That's what turns that color. And it's a dangerous river too. You never know what debris is in there. People they dive in, or they go, take the rafts down the river and go swimming, and they get stuck. And I told my kids, just stay out of it. Just stay out of it. But I'm glad I'm coming at this time of year because everything's blooming and green, and it's prettier than normal. It's kind of drab in the wintertime. About a half hour from Grand Junction. I guess I'm just going to go to my daughter's house today. I'll sleep in the trailer, but keep the dogs and the cat inside during the day in her office. Because it's my twin boy's 24th birthday tomorrow. Even though they both upset me yesterday, Quentin had broke down, and he called his mother expecting miracles to happen, and when they don't, then they get angry. And the other one, well, he's just sometimes can just be a jerk anyway. But I don't know where 24 years has gone. Your kids grow up so fast. I would do anything to just go back and just have them little again. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably make, probably have a taco dinner at Dale's house for them. And it'll be vegan, of course, and they'll chow down like they did last time we made a taco dinner. Never asked a question. Never said, ew, I'm not eating that. Well, Austin was vegan for a year once, but Quentin, he's always like, if I invite him over to eat or make him something, is it vegan? Can't please everybody. This is the pretty part of the DeBeck Canyon up here. This sign right here, James M. Robb State Park, Island Acres, is one of my favorite places to camp right here. My kids went to Palisade High School, which is right up here, like 20 minutes from this campground. So just for the weekend, we just go here. My son had track practice, if you can see it. They have electric and water. And they used to have a little swimming pond, but it has some sort of disease, so they've never reopened it. It's been years. But I made my grandson once. My two grandsons, they hated going camping. If they didn't have Wi-Fi, they didn't want to go. And it was just miserable all weekend. about, being bored and have nothing to do. So I made Kellen, the older one, come outside with me to walk around a little pond. And he came reluctantly, and all of a sudden an eagle flew down to the pond, grabbed a fish, and flew away. It's a pair of eagles that for years they live in the cliff on the side of the river there by the campground. And that was a sight, and he'll even say today that that's something that he never thought he'd see, and that he was so glad that he did. So because of me, I had a memory with my grandson, and he enjoyed it. They ended up selling their camper because their boys were so freaking miserable, and I think that's sad. My daughter loves to camp. So we stopped camping together, and I used to keep a journal. And the last day before we all broke camp down, I'd make everybody write in it about their weekend stay. And I treasure that now. Well, I made it to my daughter's in Grand Junction. I want to go check her fish pond. Move, kitty cat. You can't go out. Nope. Get. That's Ash. Doesn't she have a pretty backyard? Too bad behind that wall is one of the main roads here in town. Well, let's go check the fish. She had some babies she'd been keeping in a tank in her son's room all winter. Wow, they're getting big. When she bought the house, the fish pond was here and came with a couple fish. And there's a big white one here. A lady put it on Facebook. Her grandson won it. That one right there. At the fair, or the carnival. I guess it was Mesa County Fair. It was one of those little teeny fish you get in like a fish bowl. He was about 6 inches long when she took him. Because the grandmother couldn't keep it anymore. But apparently there's one of his babies. These are so cute. I used to have a fish pond. Hey guys. I think her water fountain needs to be cleaned. It's kind of pretty though, it looks like a flower. I told her she needs to either start selling some fish or make a bigger pond. I think a pond would look beautiful up there. As the ground goes up, you have a really pretty waterfall in the corner.